Hello, good afternoon, and I'm going to present the proposals and the background investigation I did about the LTH company. In first place, I realized as a team also, we realized a SWOT, and we formulate some strategies, and the most important strategy we made and the most interesting was the one on the strengths and opportunities base. We set up a strategy based on the proximity to the United States and because to the raw material easily reaches that country, implement a distribution plant in the country, and in this way the company could begin to have an international presence. The key findings of the SWOT analysis in general was the recycling threats are growing, that's an opportunity to the company. The companies that are worried about the environment are gaining popularity, that's a strength of the company because of the recycling programs. Also, the lithium production in USA is increasing, that's an opportunity for the company. As I said, the strategy is linked to that. The new distribution plant in USA is an opportunity, and it's linked to the strategy we realized. Also, the global lithium market is saturated. That's a threat to the company since they manufacture the majority of the products, the batteries, are of lithium. The new regulations that are implementing the national and international governments, that's a threat for the company. And the global automotive electric industry is growing. That's an opportunity to the company. Next, this is the business model canvas of the company. The key partners are LTH, Hightech, and Optima. And as we know, the key activities they realize they do services, sales, collection of used products, recycling, home delivery. The value proposition of the company is being the enterprise with the best customer service in the industry, with products of the best quality and technology, while also reducing the impact on the environment these batteries have. Next, the business model with the SWOT. How can the business model is aligned to the SWOT we realize? Yes, this is because of the production process is organized. However, it was identified that the company could implement a production system aimed only at electric cars. This because of the trend we identified, and this is because the batteries of this have a higher voltage than the normal batteries for hybrid cars or gas cars. Next, the strategic proposals I realized for LTH was the first one, LTH races. This is directed for the organizational culture of the company, and the fraud zero strategy. It's based on how the name says on eliminating fraud from hackers. Next, the first proposal is focused, as I said, on the organizational culture and recruiting system of the company. This is because this helps to define borders or create differences between the organization and the collaborators, and this helps convey a sense of identity to members who belong to the company. In the same way, it facilitates the generation of commitment to something greater than individual interest, that this being the organizational interest. This is created because of with the objective of being able to strengthen both the recruitment and the internal processes of the company. In the first category, recruiters will be trained by implementing an ATS, that's an applicant tracking system, which is a software to process the applications that will allow the company to follow the path of those interested in joining the company. This will give the company an overview of the recruitment process. In the second category, it will help the company to automate its selection processes, and in this way relieve recruiters of work. This will give a result that them being more focused on their job, and this job is going to be doing well. Also, this will help the company to automate, like I said, the selection process, and this will impact the internal culture and public's view of the company. Next, the second proposal is the anti-fraud system. That this is created with the aim of eradicating possible fraud that may exist for the company. This is due to the history of fraud, both nationally and internationally. The proposal will be based on implementing an anti-fraud system. This because of possible frauds for the company could result in a loss that the company cannot afford. This is due to the finances of the company and its planning for possible expansion. This would depend on a strong investment, the expansion, by the company and its investors. Also, the anti-fraud software will build trust on the part of the company's investors and partners. This will generate that the company can increase in its activities organically about having the possible mistrust due to the fraud by suppliers or some hackers to the company system. To conclude, implementing the anti-fraud system would generate competitive advantages for the company, which would be transaction monitoring. This is essential to help users and these acquirers and others to detect and prevent fraud in all payment channels. Also, to detect and prevent. And last, the regulatory frameworks that the company must meet, which is important because the product allows fraud prevention, the software allows fraud prevention, and it's based on a data security standard for the payment card industry.